what are gems, what standard versus custom means. It's not like ChatGPT hasn't had this capability. We'll create a custom gem. We'll take a look at some of the standard ones and what they do. Gems in Google Gemini are basically customized AI assistants that are designed for your specific needs. So instead of just asking or using an AI to do something and letting it make assumptions about how you want it to respond, you're actually predefining and creating a custom, function, which is almost like an application, but not quite. You're just customizing the AI. If you're doing something on a regular basis or repetitive basis, or you'd like to have something done the same way all the time, or you want, something to be done in a certain way without having to enter elaborate prompts to get it that way, creating a gem and using a gem is often very helpful. It's really this customized assistant for a specific job. Now, it doesn't mean you can't use it for other things, but it's always going to have its behavior defined by what you ask it to do or what Google has done with some standard gems. Keep in mind that Gemini is the general purpose AI. It's like, you don't have any specific definition of how it's going to respond. It's going to respond the way it does. It's going to do tasks the way you ask it to. It's going to provide formats the way you want it formatted. A gem is a specialized version. So say you wanted everything done you wanted to have a specialized tool that summarized articles for you or summarized YouTubes for you and always gave them to you in like a 200-word summary. You can create a gem that will do that. You can create a gem that will help you take material and say, create a learning guide from it. So rather than having to always input your prompts in detailed fashions, having a gem kind of predefines what you want the AI to do for you. And you can define it, you can refine it, you can adjust it for your responses. When you see it, you'll say, gee, how come I haven't been using this before? Google introduced gems to eliminate repetition. People were putting the same thing into prompts all the time. By creating a gem, you eliminate the need to constantly put in a prompt and type it in or copy and paste it every time you have a conversation. You get very predictable results. You get them tailored exactly the way you want them. You can customize it to how you want to behave. And it basically helps to turn AI from something you might go to becoming part of a daily tool you might use to help you. Hey, what's a great, activity to do? Or what should I change? What should my workout be today? Or what kind of things do you want to do when you take learning? Or what movies are you interested in? Other tools like that. So it's really powerful for writing and learning and planning and even explaining complex topics. So it basically is a way to add your customization to the AI. So here's how it works in concept, okay? You basically give the instructions once, but when you create a gem, and then you define who's it for, what's it going to help with, and what kind of style and voice you might want with it. And then it's going to come up with responses for you based on those characteristics. Now, Google does give you some standard gems, and I'll show you a few of those. They have one for writing that helps you write in more effectively, and it helps you polish your prose. They have one that's kind of a learning coach that helps break down complex topics. They have a brainstorming one that helps you just, brainstorm ideas. They have a career guide to help, for career planning and other activities that you might be interested in doing. So those are some standard gems that they have that are really helpful, but they're great for first-time users, but they do have some that are experimental, and sometimes they change them around a little bit. So just keep that in mind. But any gem you create is going to be available anytime you want to use it. And I'll show you how to navigate to doing that. So again, you can create custom gems. A tech explainer makes sense for me to do that, and we'll do that. A writing helper, learning assistant, project planner. You can change the gem and take an idea that they may have had as a standard gem and create a custom gem that enhances it a little bit if that's what you want. ChatGPT also has something, but they call it GPTs. They're very similar. It's the same core concept. They both create specialized AI assistants for what you might need. You can choose which one, whether you use Gemini or whether you use GPT, they're both available. And the skills apply in terms of creating. You're basically creating a customized prompt that is remembered by the AI that you can always just use with a click. Okay, so you don't have to repeat things over and over again, but they work essentially the same way. I've got my Chrome browser open. I'm at gemini.google.com. I'm looking at the gems view, but I'll just go to a new chat here, for example. So in a new chat, typically this is what you'll see in Gemini. You'll see the chat prompt box. You'll see a plus button. You'll see tools. You might see some hints here. If you do not see the left-hand sidebar, just click on this three icon, and that will open up the sidebar for you. Okay, so there's a row for gems here. There's two gems that I have listed here. These are pinned so that they are always in my sidebar, and I'll show you how to pin them. You can pin a gem so that you don't have to go looking for it anytime you want to. When you click on gems, you'll see some different menus. I have access to Google Labs, so there's a new kind of gem they're testing out. These are gems made by labs. You may not see that. What you typically see is what's called the Gem Manager, which are gems that are pre-made by Google. So here's one, Storybook. It's an experiment. It may stick around, it may not. Here's another one, Learning Coach. Here's another one, Chess Champ. Here's another one, Brainstormer. And you can always click on the Show More, and that will show some more here. Career Guide, Coding Partner, Writing Editor. These are predefined gems that help you do something. So these are pre-made by Google to help you get started. If you create a gem, it'll show up down here. But let me show you what happens with something like the Learning Coach. We click on Learning Coach. It helps us to learn a little bit. Tell me what you'd like to learn, and I'll help you get started. So what are binary numbers? What factors resulted in the fall of the Roman Empire? How does photosynthesis work? Let's take that one, okay? And I'll just click on that as an example. As a learning coach, it has a predefined way. It put together a learning plan. It helped you understand a little bit about it, a little more than what I wanted, but something that's available to you. So it has, what questions do you have? Or would you like a quick scenario-based riddle? So it's basically going to help you learn something. If we go back to gems here and we go back to the gem manager, we can look at something like Brainstormer. So Brainstormer is basically going to help you do things like, I need birthday ideas for an 11-year-old. The nice thing about AI is we'll typically take care of typos and other things like that. So here's some magic, cool age. And you can see what's happened on the left here is that the learning coach moved down, Brainstormer moved up, okay? So that it's going to keep the most recent one you've worked with and keep a couple of them up there. It basically is giving you an existing tool. You don't have to say in the prompt, brainstorm ideas. The brainstorming gem will understand that for you, that what you're looking for is ideas. I think once you get a little bit of idea and learning how to use gems, one of the nicest things is that creating a gem, you can create a new gem just by going to the gems on the sidebar, scrolling down, and you'll see a button called New Gem. So we're going to give this a name. I have some things I'm going to copy and paste in here, and we're going to call it a plain English Tech Explainer. We're going to describe it, what it does. Now, I'm describing what I want it to do. Okay, so I want it to take and do some things for some. Well, let me copy and paste this right. You explain AI topic technology and AI topics to non-technical adults. So that's the description. Now I give it specific instructions. I want it to behave and do things in a certain way. And this essentially gives me a way to kind of predict to make sure I don't have to ever repeat this. So the instructions are use plain English, short paragraphs and simple examples, avoid jargon or buzzwords. If you must use a technical term, explain it right away. Use a friendly, patient tone and assume the reader is smart but not technical. It's also possible to add some knowledge. So if you're working with some existing documentation, for example, and you want to make sure that it's possible for the gem to understand some resources or workbooks or classes or PowerPoints or slides you've done, it's okay. You can add that. So now I can save it. And so now we've got it saved and it's been created and I can start a chat. You can see it showed up in the left here. So if I start a chat here, I just have to go to my gems and I can select plain English Tech Explainer right from here. Now, when I enter a question like, what is cloud storage? Cloud storage, it's going to use the instructions I gave it to explain these things. I don't really have to add anything. I'm like explain it in something simple, explain it in plain English, make it, explain technical terms. I don't have to enter and repeat any of that in my prompt. I can just go to the plain English Tech Explainer and say, what is cloud storage? And it's going to answer it the way I gave it instructions to do it. So it helps explain everything. And the chat is going to show up on the left, just like any other chats you've had. It's just that I've asked it to do things. And it gives you some questions to ask as a follow-up. Now, I can have increase other chats with this, or I can go back and start a new chat with it. And it shows me recent history here that I've done. So if I want to find out just something simple, I've said, okay, a lot of people have satellite radios. They've asked me questions about them least recently, but I say, explain AM, FM, and satellite radio. So this is a plain English Tech Explainer that's going to give it to you and explain the three main ways of radio and how they work. And would you like me to explain how your car radio actually picks one station out? So you can see how a gem is very effective. On this little 3-dot button next to the gem, I can share it with people if I have a Google Workspace, and you can access and manage it. You can share it as a link to people, or you can pin it, which puts it on my gems all the time, so I don't have to always look at it, or I can edit it. If I didn't like the way it did things, I can change the name of it. I can change the description. I can change the instructions and enhance the instructions for working with it. So I have the ability to go back and modify it as I've learned more about it. Or I can always go and create a new one by clicking on the gems here and scrolling down and clicking on new gem. It'll show your gems when you've created them down here. And anytime you want to do one, you can just add a new one to the bottom and add it. I get gems made by Google Labs. These are very experimental. And so they may or may not show up for all of you, but there's something that is a new kind of gem that Google's testing out to see whether or not it might be worth trying out. So it's possible to really set up any kind of a gem. The way to do it is pretty easy in Google, just by navigating to the sidebar and to gems, and then going down, trying the experiments. But also, I think creating a new gem is probably one of the most effective ways to work with it. You can always edit it by using the edit button. and you have options here. You can delete it, you can unpin it, you can start a new chat with it, or you make a copy and use the gem to start with to create another gem. If you liked what it was doing, but you want something different about it, you could get it done differently. And you can see this little pin up to the right here of the plain English text explainer tells me it's pinned to my gems. It'll always be in this list whenever I look for it. So it's easy to find, quick to find, and very rapid to find. So I just wanted to give you some exposure to Google Gems that you would have so that you understand they're there, they're available. It's going to save you a lot of prompting and typing and doing other things that you might have done otherwise. And so thank you for coming today and joining me.